What's up guys, and welcome back to a new China phone test video. Today we're gonna take a look at a really nice and slim China phone for under $200. It's called Neo M1 and retails for only $160. And I got this one from neomobile.me. The link is also down in the description, so feel free to check it out if you want to. And the main specs are a 5-inch 720p IPS display, an MTK6582 quad-core SoC with 1GB of RAM and a 13MP Sony back camera. Also it has an only 5.9mm thick aluminium body with Gorilla Glass, and they also say that it will support dual boot in the future between Windows Mobile and Android. But let's see what the future brings, and now let's do the unboxing guys. Okay guys, so this is the box which I have received from neomobile.me, and in there should be the Neo M1, and as you can see we have a really slim box, and in there should be the phone, the charger and maybe some extra stuff. And we have here a box in the box, and now let's open this up and let's see what we can find inside, so there we go. Okay, so here on the top we got the phone, but before we take a look at the phone, let's check out this tool here. And you have to use this little thing here to open up the microSD card slot and also the SIM card slot, just like on the iPhone 5, because it's a very slim phone. And here we got the phone, it's still in this protection sleeve, so let's get it out of it. And the first look and the first feeling is amazing. It just feels like an Xperia Set 1 or an Xperia Set 2, so it's really slim, the body feels like high quality. And yeah, we also have here a sticker on the backside with the IMEI number because we cannot open it up. But before we take a look at the phone, let's check out the accessories which we can find here in the box. And here we got a wall charger, and I will now put it beside because we will later take a closer look at it. And let's see what other things are here in the box, so there we go. And here we got a micro USB charging cable, so you can use it to connect the phone to the computer or just to connect it to the wall charger. Then here we got a Neo user manual or something. Oh no, there's the user manual, so it was just something different. And yeah, basically that was everything which was in the box. There is no headset included, at least in my package. And now let's take a closer look at all the things. Okay, and here you have a closer look at the wall charger. Actually looks pretty good. The USB port is straight in, and it comes with the right connector for my wall socket. And we can plug in here the USB cable to charge the phone, and then you just plug the other end, which is the micro USB end, into your smartphone to charge it. But now here comes a little surprise when I tried to charge the phone. So this happened when I tried to charge the smartphone, and as you can see the connectors are correct, but the wall charger just does not fit because it does not fit into this hole. So why do you design a wall charger for a specific country and then it does not fit? Seriously, to the guy who designed it, get a new job. Now let's come to the positive things. Let's check out this amazing looking Neo M1. And as you can see, the display is completely black when it's turned off, so it's a really good IPS screen. It looks amazing, it's really fucking slim. We don't have any mechanical buttons, so we have capacitive buttons like on the Sony Xperia, and the whole design is just amazing. And here you can see how the phone looks in my hand. So it's not too big, we have a 5-inch screen and you can easily operate it with one hand. It's amazing slim, the buttons are here on the right side, so the power button and the volume button is on the right side. And it feels a little bit strange if you have had a Galaxy S5 before, but it's okay and it looks really nice, and let's take a closer look at it. Okay, so now here you can see the front side, and we're here on the top, and here on the top we got the front camera, then here in the middle we got the speaker, and here we got the proximity and the light sensor. You can barely see it. Then here we got also the 3.5mm headphone jack to connect the headset or to connect headphones. And the frame here is made out of plastic, I think, and the side here is made out of metal. And actually I think it's aluminium. Okay, we're now here on the bottom side of the phone, and here we have the capacitive back button, then here we have the capacitive home button, and here on the left side we should have the capacitive menu button. This here is a plastic frame, and we got here a little microphone, and here we got the microSD card slot. And there is one negative thing which I will tell you later. And here we got a really nice view on the phone from the left side. Here you can see two slots, so the upper slot is the micro SIM card slot and the other slot here is the micro SD card slot. To open it up you have to use the tool which was in the box, and as you can see the frame is made out of aluminium here. Okay, then let's take a look at the opposite side. Here on the opposite side we have two buttons, and here in the middle we have a little hole which is the reset button. And you need this reset button here because the phone has an internal battery and you cannot remove the battery, and if the phone hangs up then you can use the reset button to reset the phone. And last but not least, we got a look on the back side. Here on the bottom you can see the hole for the speaker, so the speaker is right under it. Here we have the Neo logo, CE certification and all that stuff. On the top we have the LED flash for the back camera, and there we also got the 13 megapixel back camera, which should be from Sony. We will later see a test of that camera. Okay, then let's start this beauty and let's see how long it takes to boot. So let's press the power button. And there we go. Here we got the Neo boot screen. And we got the circle here as boot animation. And let's wait. Okay, it's still booting, and there we go. So I think it took a little bit more than 30 seconds. That's actually pretty okay. And now we're here in the Android home screen, and now let's go quickly through the settings. So there we are in the Android home screen, and the display looks colorful, has good viewing angles because it's an IPS display, and swiping here through the pages feels good, but a little bit laggy because it's the MTK6582 with only 1 GB of RAM. And here on the bottom of the home screen you have all the important applications. We also have here some applications here in the middle. You can also place widgets here on the home screen, so it's just like a normal Android phone. And let's go quickly to the settings and let's check out what we got here under About the Phone. And as you can see, it's running Android 4.2.2. The model number is M1, so it's the Neo M1, and basically that's it. No over-the-air updates here. So now let's press the back button and let's go back to the settings, and let's go quickly through the settings, starting here on the top under wireless and networks. Here we can find SIM management. So before you buy a phone from China, you should make sure that it supports the frequencies in your country. Here in Austria it works perfectly, but maybe it doesn't work in India or something. Here we got Wi-Fi. As you can see, it's also working really nice. My home network is not in range, but I will do a Wi-Fi network test a little bit later. We also got Bluetooth, which is working perfectly. And for the next tests, I will get myself a Bluetooth speaker to test it, but I can confirm it works here on this clone. We got also data usage also working, but I don't need that because I have unlimited data. And here under more we got flight mode, VPN, tethering and portable hotspot, mobile networks and USB internet. Okay, that were the wireless and network settings, and here we got device settings, we got audio profiles, display. Here you can set the display brightness, it's currently on maximum. We also got different wallpapers like gallery, live wallpapers, or those default wallpapers here. Look really nice on this IPS screen. Then now let's go back and let's check out storage. Here we can see the total phone storage, and we got two partitions, so we got one 1 GB partition and another 5.4 GB partition, which results in about 8 GB of total space on this phone. Not that much, but you can upgrade it with a microSD card. Okay, we also got battery and apps, so let us check out battery right now. Here you can see 61% not charging, 4 minutes on battery because it was not fully charged, but you should be able to get through 1 day with one full battery charge. And here you can see all the apps which are currently running in the background, and I have to say this ROM is really clean. No Chinese applications, only 360 security, which is an annoying security application, and you should replace it with Sophos or GData. Also here under all services you won't find any China services. Okay, and further we also got wireless update here. I've seen it right now, so there's a possibility to update the ROM over Wi-Fi. Here we got location access, so this activates GPS. We will later also do a little GPS test, so stay tuned for that. And we also got here security, so here you can enable unknown sources if you want to install APK files, for instance from the internet. And further it's possible to change the display language and also the input language. Just go to language and input and choose your default language. As you can see, there's almost every language here available. Same goes here for keyboard and input methods. So we have here the Android keyboard, which is the standard keyboard, but you can install any keyboard from the Google Play Store. Okay, further we got backup and reset. We also got different accounts, so you can add Google accounts, Facebook accounts, corporate accounts, or different email accounts. Here under system we got date and time, scheduled, power on and off, accessibility, dev options, which is really important. to enable USB debugging, to back up your ROM or to root it on the computer. We have a lot of tutorials on chinadevices.com if you want to check it out. And now let's check out the applications which are on the phone, starting with the Android status bar here on the top. So I'm connected to my provider, as you can see. Here we got owner profile, we got airplane mode, we got battery stats, we got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, everything is working. But now I will untick them just to save battery. We got data connection, data usage, audio profiles, brightness, display timeout and auto rotation. So not as much like on the Galaxy S5, less features, but at least they're working. Also you can see we have about 500 megabytes of RAM used. And you got 500 megabytes of free RAM for applications. That was the Android status bar, and now let's go quickly here through the applications on the bottom. And here we have the phone application. Here we're in the dialer, and as you can see, you can dial any number and then you can call people. But before you buy the phone, make sure it works in your country, so check the bands. Also you can see that the light sensor is working because when I cover it, it switches off the display. So it is working perfectly. Okay, then let's end the call. Further, we got a call log and contacts. Just like on every other Android smartphone, you can import contacts from your Google account, from any other email account. You just have to press the menu button and import the contacts. Then here in the middle, we got the menu button. Like on every Android phone, here you can enter the menu where you can find some other applications. We'll later also go through them. Here we got the messaging application, standard messaging application. We also got the standard Android keyboard. If you want to replace it, you can replace the keyboard with any keyboard from the Google Play Store or with Xposed Framework or with anything you want to. Okay, we're now here in the browser and now let's see how smooth the movie playback is. We're here on youtube.com and now let's try to playback a full HD movie, and there we go, let's hit the play button. Wow, the movie disappeared. I'm not sure if I'm retarded or if the browser sucks, so let's try it once again. And yeah, it disappeared once again. And you should replace that browser. It's the standard Android browser. So for instance, you could take the Google Chrome browser. It's much better than this shit here. And yeah, now let me try it once again. So maybe I can get it to work. And yeah, let's press the play button. I think it should work now. So once the movie playback is working, it works pretty good, the sound is good, and the viewing angles on this IPS display are also really good. Then let's check out the apps which we can find here in the menu, and pre-installed there was this 360 security applications, so you should uninstall that and take GData or Sophos. And yeah, then here we have some apps which I have installed. We also got a browser, calculator, calendar, and now let's check out the camera application. And when you start it for the first time, you have to do this damn tutorial and you have to follow all the instructions. So this really sucks. Yeah, okay. Once again, zoom in, zoom out, okay. And I think it should work now. Okay, so here you can see the preview image, and now let's do a little camera test. So the camera claims to be a 13 megapixel Sony camera, and now let's see if this is true. So here comes the Neo M1, and maybe you don't see the image as good as I do, but I can confirm that it's not a 13 megapixel Sony camera. It's definitely worse. So the picture quality isn't that bad, but the camera is really laggy, and I'm not even sure if those are 13 megapixel. So the camera quality is not as good as advertised. You also got the possibility to record HD movies with the back camera in full screen, and once again you can see that the display looks amazing but the camera sucks. So the camera is laggy, the app is nothing special, we just got some effects right over here. And now let's quickly check out the settings and let's see how many megapixels we got. And here under the camera settings we can see 13 megapixels. But only with preview size 4:3. If you switch to full screen, you only have 6 megapixels. And also the picture quality is not that good. The tab autofocus works, but as you can see, the pictures do not look really good. Okay, that was the camera. So the only bad thing on the smartphone, except of the camera, I really like this phone. Then now let's check out the other applications. So let's re-enter the menu. And here we got the Clean Master application. It was pre-installed and it's really nice to clean the RAM. We also got an alarm clock, contacts, some other stuff, then the FM radio. So you can use your phone as an FM radio, but you have to use your earphones as an antenna. Then here we got Framer Root. It's really nice to root the phone. It works perfectly. You just have to download this application. Here on this page we also have all the Google applications. We got Mobo Genie, which is something like an alternative Google Play Store. You won't need it, you can uninstall it. Then here we got the music player. So I currently have no music on the smartphone, but this was also pre-installed and works really good. We got different browsers pre-installed, and finally we come to the Google Play Store. So this phone is running Android 4.2.2, and all apps which are compatible with 4.2.2 will work on this phone. So that means there are no restrictions and you can install every application here from the Google Play Store. And now let's try to install Angry Birds Epic, and there we go. Let's hit the install button and we can choose if we want to use Wi-Fi or not. I'm currently now connected to H+, so also 3G and H+ is working. And it's now downloading Angry Birds Epic and also installing the application. Yeah, so basically that's it. That was the Google Play Store, and now let's check out the remaining applications. Further we got here Settings, SIM Toolkit and also Super User, so you can easily root this phone. And yeah, that were the applications. We also got here some widgets which you can place on your home screen. Therefore just tap at it, keep holding it, and then you can place it on your home screen like the Antutu widget like I do right now. Okay, now we went through all the applications, widgets and settings here on this phone. The only strange thing is that it should have a proximity sensor, but I couldn't find any gesture settings. So currently gesture settings are not working on this phone, maybe in the next ROM update. And now let's do a little GPS test. Okay guys, we're now here in engineering mode and here we can test GPS. And I have to say GPS works perfectly. I can find a fix in under 1 second, and it was not working that good straight out of the box, so I had to do the GPS fix. And if you want to, you can check out our tutorial on chinadevices.com. And last but not least, here comes the Wi-Fi test. As you can see, I'm connected to my home network. It works perfectly, good signal and good speed. And basically that was everything. Now you will see some benchmarks to see how fast the device is. And after this you will hear my conclusion. So thanks for watching. Okay guys, we're now at the end of this video and I have to say I really like the Neo M1. The design is awesome and for $160 you won't get such a slim phone with better specs. Also dual boot is coming, which makes it really interesting for me. The only bad thing is that the camera sucks, the wall charger doesn't fit, and I had sometimes slight ghost touches. But all in all, I would give 7 out of 10 points to this phone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have questions, feel free to visit chinadevices.com, post a new thread and ask us something. I will try to reply as soon as possible. Also, if you're not sure which China phone to buy, check out chinadevices.com and we will help you choosing the correct phone for you. So as always guys, thanks for watching and I hope to see you again in my next videos. Bye bye.